Hi, it's Kam Dovedi from Premier Property, and today I'd like to share with you how you can actually effectively organise all of your admin and paperwork when it comes to your property transactions. Now, I've been doing this for the last 26 years, and over time I've developed a strategy which is working very well on how to organise this, and it is important that you do this. Now, we typically buy, just for our buy-to-let strategy, around 2 to 3 properties every single week, which equates to around circa £2 to £3 million of property every month on month. And that's just one of our strategies. We also do developments, we do development conversions, we convert lofts, side extensions and those types of projects as well. And we buy and sell property. So there's a fair number of transactions that we have going on each month. And the thing is, when it comes to paperwork, when it comes to organisation, if you're like me, you can find that it's not your best forte. So you have to learn and adapt and become very good at it. And what I've found is, I'm sharing with you what I've found, what works. So this is exactly what we do. So we have 2 systems in place. Now we have the traditional system, which is something like this. So we have a box file for each of our properties, and within that property we have this. We have a file, and every time a property is bought, one of these files is created. And my team, what they do, they actually outline on here all the details that we need for that property. So here we have the property's details, so all the details within the property go in there, all the actual front sheet of the property that you're looking at, the floor plans, pictures, images, all that goes into here. That's then followed by the next correspondence by the agents. So that's the next part of this file, making sure that you've got all the agents' correspondence in there, just to keep a record of what happened, so you can look back and assess what you actually did with that transaction. This is then followed by the next part, which is all the solicitors' correspondence. So all the letters that you've had from the solicitor throughout the project, while you was actually coming to exchanging and completing, all of that information is held here. And the next part of this file here is to actually have your survey report in there. So the original survey report that was done either by yourself privately, or that you got done when it was for the mortgage company. The mortgage company did it for you. So that's in here as well. Then the next part is to actually have any mortgage correspondence. So all the initial mortgage correspondence that was happening while you was getting your mortgage offer. And thereafter, we keep the statements in here as well. The next part is about any insurance that you have, any building insurance, that's kept here on file as well. So each year, as you renew, we keep each year's renewal as a hard copy in this file. Then we also have your mortgage statement. Now, all this information is going to be very useful for you and very important for you at a later date, especially when it comes to filling in your tax return. So you're going to need all of this. So we keep this here as well. The mortgage statement is important and is kept here. Then we have the land registry documents. So when you actually buy the property, when you acquire that property, you will have information for the land registry, and that document needs to be filed. You can need that from time to time. It's important that you keep that document here as well. So as you can see, we're assessing that all the documents are being held in this file. Then we have any energy performance certificates for that property. That's also kept on file as well. Now typically this can last for 10 years, your energy performance certificate, and it's great to have it in this folder as well. Any landlord gas safety records, we keep those in this folder on a regular basis as well. Again, it's all hard copy. And this is also followed by any tenancy agreements that you have. So any physical tenancy agreements that you've created, whether they're online or offline, we take a copy of them and we file them away here as well. So any property inspections that we've been doing, that's also put into this folder. So any property inspections, the dates that they were inspected, is also recorded here as a hard copy. And all of this is kept in this physical folder. Then we also have 2 other folders, which makes your life very easy. So any income that comes in, any reconciling for income, is kept in this folder. And as you can see, my folder's got lots of smiley faces. So that's always nice, isn't it? To have the income coming in. So that's held there. And then we have another folder, which is also kept in this the box set. And this is all about your expenditure. So any expenditure that you actually do. Now, this is all kept, like I say, in a physical folder. And what happens with this is the income, the expenditure, all the details that are on here are also backed up and duplicated on a system which is computerized. So all these documents, my personal portfolio, my PA, Lisa, she actually takes all that information and she scans that over and she puts it onto a computerized system. So when I say computerized system, what we're talking about is folders on a computer. So the scans are taken onto the folder. We also then back that up onto another backup, which is going to be a hard drive. So we make sure that all your information is kept safe and secure. So if the computer was to break down, if anything was to happen, at least there is a backup of all your information. So we actually have two dual systems working side by side. But this is my choice. You can do it your way. I like to keep it the old school fashioned way, making sure I've got the hard copies there. I like that because I never really know where the cloud is. So that's my thing. But you can do it your way. So we actually have the two systems, like I say. So by having all of this information, like I said earlier, when it comes to your tax return, everything is at your fingertips. All you do is reach out for your file, your physical file, or your file on your computer, and you have all the information there for you. If at any point you need to go back to something, your agents ask you for your landlord certificate, or if they ask you for your gas safety, the gas and landlord certificate, or if they ask you for any extra information like land registry information, you have everything at your fingertips for each property. It's all organized. It's all organized in a lovely file here, in a lovely folder. Makes your life a lot easier. And at the end, when it comes to your tax return, all the income and expenditure, they can all be tallied up. They can all be put onto a spreadsheet. In fact, we have an accounts generating spreadsheet where my bookkeeper actually adds all that information on there, and it's then very easy to hand that over to your accountant so that they can actually deal with that for you. So I hope you find this useful, and this is exactly how